Dark Sun has always been my favorite, or one of my favorite settings for Dungeons and Dragons. So when I was told that the spiritual successor was going to be launched in Kickstarter and it was going to be called Dragon Kings, I just had to back it and find out what it was all about. So now I am going to take a look inside this book and find out if the content are worth the amount of money that I had to pay to get my hands on it. Welcome to the GMS Magazine review videos. When Dark Sun came out in 1994, I was extremely happy, and when it came out again for Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition, I was also very, very happy. Now, when somebody comes to me and say, hey, I'm going to do something that is within the spirit, but it's going to be slightly different, I get very excited. And if we add to that, the part of the artwork is being created by Brom, who did the fantastically iconic artwork for Dunsongs, I was just, yes, this is my cup of tea. This is what I've got from my pledge at the Kickstarter, and it is the World Book, the music that inspired the game. Yes, it comes with some sort of prog metal, prog rock music to put you into the mood of the game, which is very exciting. A lovely poster of one of the Dragon Kings by the wonderful Brom, which is just lovely. The gazetteer that you can also download and take a look at what the world has to offer. Very heavy on the layout, not fully easy to read, but it looks very nice and the illustrations are absolutely gorgeous. It gives you a very good impression of what the world is like and what it can bring, which is exactly what's intended. Which is very good. And you can get this on their website. You don't have to buy it. You can download the PDF. And this, my friends, by the wonderful Alisa Fadden, an absolutely incredible, huge map of the areas of Khitus where we're going to be playing, which is gorgeous. I mean, the level of detail in this map is absolutely fantastic. Really good. Lots and lots and lots going on all over the map. Plenty of places to inspire your adventure. Quite frankly, what is not to like? Notice, my friends, the absence of rivers, because this is a world that is dying. A long time ago, there were a few benevolent rulers, the Dragon Kings, and suddenly at some point, for reasons that no one really understands, because most of them have forgotten, they disappeared. And now in present day, Khitus, a few greedy rulers are just bringing things to themselves. To make things worse, there is an iron virus illness that's destroying everything that's metal, and only some very rare metal has been touched by another mineral. I don't want to give away too much, that's why I'm not saying much. It can survive that disease, that metal disease. The book itself, it's just a world. It comes with no rules at all. This is our pure setting. And if you go to their website, to the Dragon Kings Project's website, you can download the rules for Pathfinder 13th Age and Savage Worlds. So plenty, regardless of what your system setting is, mechanical, you're going to be able to play. Now, the layout is beautiful. The font is a little bit difficult to read for me, but I have a little bit of dyslexia, and therefore I have to pay a little bit more attention. But the font is big enough that everything makes sense. The side notes are okay. They're again very easy to find. The illustrations are just absolutely stunning. Really, really stunning. Every single one of them is fantastic. And the only thing I wish is that they had some more. Not because it doesn't have enough. They do have a fair number of them. But because they are so beautiful that I just want to see more and more and more. The book explains about everything regarding the history of Khitus and where Khitus is today. It comes with player races, of which, very interesting, are... Let me show you the crickets, which are an insectoid species that you can play, that are sentient and intelligent, and you can play that. There are elephantors, which are, yes, let me find a photo. Which are here. The elephantors, which are really cool. The pygmy, which are really cool. The whole thing, it's all geared towards a completely different type of fantasy. No elves, no dwarves, no halflings. You can play humans, but that's pretty much it. Also, you get different character types, as in the professions that you have, and some of them are ridiculously brutal, really, really brutal. The Shrouded is one of them. The Gertesa, you have some factions and secret societies within the world itself. The Bone Shards, who are just incredible. This is a character class that they can only travel with wherever they hide under the skin, literally. So they get to hide under the skin. They learn how to hide blades by just sliding them under their muscles, near to their bones, under their eyeballs, anywhere they like, and they have to control that pain. And they're very lethal because you never know what kind of weapon they can get out, which is really is very disturbing. It's quite heavy. The Crikeys, or the Crickeys, I don't know how to pronounce this, but they paid an awful lot of attention to how these creatures work, because they are by far the most aliens. There's another type of sentient creature, which is some sort of lizard-like man or woman. But these by far are the ones that take the most attention, because they're so strange and so dangerous to the world. Now, as you can tell, I'm very taken by the whole thing. Is it the spiritual successor to Dark Sun? In many ways it is, but it doesn't come down to the brutality and sheer desperation of Athas. It doesn't feel like it to me, for one reason. If we look at the maps, whereas Athas was 99.999% desertic, here you still get a lot of very green areas, although it's not clear where the water for those green areas is coming from. And yes, there are huge, vast expanses of this desert. But desert. But it doesn't feel as desperate. It doesn't feel as alien as Dark Sun feels, which for some people might be a good thing. It doesn't bother me at all. I did not expect, I did not want an exact replica of Dark Sun, and I haven't got it, and I'm going to have to learn to play with this. the player, the race characters, the new race is gonna really make it up for me quite nicely. The game comes with your magic, with your mind magic, or your psionic as well, and there is, at the end, a small bestiary with some very, very good creatures that gives you just a taste of what this world can hold. And it can hold a lot. So, in short, I would say this is a fairly complete world. I really like the whole cohesive feeling of it. If you're expecting, like I was, Dark Sun, don't, because this is not exactly the same as Dark Sun at all, but it has a great deal of similarities with it. It is very brutal, not as brutal as Dark Sun, because in this world it feels like there is still some hope. It feels like the Dragon Kings could at some point come back and maybe they're going to be good. Whereas in Dark Sun you didn't have that. In here you do. So it's just a little bit softer from that point of view, which doesn't mean it's soft at all. Come on, we are talking about a world in which a player ability, a player profession can hide blades under their own skin. Ew, that hurts an awful lot. I am really pleased I bought it. The game feels, the world feels very good, very solid. I haven't taken a look at the adaptation to the different rule settings, so I cannot comment on that one. But just the setting alone is very, very inspiring, and I'm liking it. The book itself is solid, the cartography is wonderful, the music sounds very good already, and I cannot wait to see what else these guys are going to be writing, and I sincerely hope that they're going to be expanding on that bestiary, they're going to be expanding on that map, on the factions and the secret societies that work within them, the political system, the trader houses, the merchant around the world. There is a lot that can be taken away from this and can be expanded on. So Dragon Kings, for me, yep, I am enjoying very much, very well done indeed. I'm glad I backed this Kickstarter. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and if you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and click the like little button, and do send out comments. Let us know what you thought about Dragon Kings. What was your experience? What would you like to see next? What didn't you like as well? We'd love to hear that. And until then, thank you very much indeed.